Hi, my name is Sheena Harris Jordan, designer Touch. I will be doing an invisible. I finished wrapping the head with the wrapping paper. Now we're going to mark our spot where we want the invisible part. What you do is you lift the strip up where your braids start, and that's your part. So what you do is you take and split the paper. Wherever the person desires to have their part, you stop right there, but then you take and you clip the extra paper back. If it's your first time, leave a little extra so you'll have enough if you need to cut some more off, so you don't have to wrap the paper again. Okay? Once you do your mark, you take your stocking cap and you place it on the head. Can you hold the top for me, please? And you put this on the head to hold your paper in place. And now that I have the stocking cap and the paper on, you can see through the stocking cap where my part is. Now you take the glue and you do a outline where your part is, so when you split your stocking cap, your stocking won't run. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to start tracking. You let this sit for a while so they can connect to the paper and the stocking cap. Now I'm getting ready to place. We're using the 3-layer glance hair. You can use whatever hair you prefer. This is a 3-layer type of hair that we wanted to use. So we're going to use this. We're only going to actually use the bottom layer and the middle because we're going for a longer look. We're not really going for the layer look. So it's whatever you prefer. You can do short hair, long hair, whatever. Okay, you start. You need to have on hand when you start. You need to have some spritz, whatever your preference is, a blow dryer, and the glue, of course. And you take the hair. Hold your head down. Take the hair and you place it at the base of the stocking cap where the paper starts in the stocking cap, and you lay your first track and you measure it to the length, then you cut it. And you take and however you're manageable to put the glue on, whatever's comfortable for you to hold, and put the glue, run it along the track. You don't have to put a lot, you just put enough to cover it. This is it. And then you take and lay it on the back of the stocking cap and the paper. And then you take and you spray the track with some spritz. You take the blow dryer and run it across it. And that's it. And then you do it till you get about right here on the head. And once I get right there, I'll be back with you. Okay, to the top of the head, I'm to the middle of the head now, where we left off, where I took the glue and put that here. We're going to split that stocking cap so we see the parts. Okay, now you see that. Have the part here. Now you're going to have some leftover stocking cap where all this is already to the head. You cut that off. Okay. Now, take and cut this right here. And that right there. And now your invisible part is coming into form. This is the part. Now, you're going to take the rest of the hair and you're going to take, and you see where my line is. The reason why I'm not taking the track and going all the way up here is because you take and cut separate pieces to lay it right here in the part. I'm going to do that on this side also. If the paper lifts up, you just take like the tip of the thing and you just take and dab it. And you lay it right there. And you take, now I'm going to take and keep laying the tracks on. And then when I get to closing, I'll be back with you. Look at at the end of the video, Miss Zach, I want to do a special. Now. Okay, now we're at the top of the head. If you see, I've already done one side of the invisible part. You can turn your head. And you can see where the hair is. You don't see any tracks or anything. Make sure you do them close together. Now, we're about to do the other side. And the technique with this side is when you put the track in, you do it on an angle like a swoop to lay it in. I'm going to take a clip. It's always nice to have clips on hand. You take the track because you have to do it enough where it's underneath the other hair. You don't want to have gaps in between because then the hair will not lay properly across the other track and then you have a gappy weave, and we don't want that. Once again, how I showed you to lay it on there, you do it in and you bring it out. Take your spread and you spray it. And you do this all the way up, and when I get to the closing part, I'll be with you. Okay, we have done each side of the invisible part, which you can see where the hair was. We're done with that. Now it's time to do the closing. All you have to do is, it's easy if you have the pattern started. You can see right there I'm laying the track right in this spot right here, and then you bring it around to meet right there. But actually I'm going to stop. If you look, you can see right here where this track stops. I'm going to stop it right there. For the simple fact we don't have this long hair in the front, so I have to put the shorter track here for this part. And now we have a perfect circle where you see the last track was here. Now you have this track meeting with this track right here. And you bring it around. And I actually can make it with this because the hair is just going to blend right in, so I can't actually use this hair. And you can see where the circle is. And at the top you can use extra glue because when you're combing the hair, most of the force comes from the top, so you can use a tad bit of extra glue. Not a lot, but you can use extra. And each track you start in a different spot, so you don't see where you stopped at. Like, I'm going to start here, this track stopped here, so I'm going to start here to cover that gap up. And you just keep going until you make a close-in, and we'll be back with you with the finishing touches. Now, we're back. We have the finished results. Get in on the part. Your part should be clean. You should see no tracks, no nothing. This is what you call a precise invisible part by Sheena Harris Darden, Designer's Touch. Hit me up on Facebook, inbox.